So we jump back to the year 1923, and we are at a station in Odessa on the shores of the Black Sea. A woman has arrived at the station with her 2 little boys, and gathered at the station are approximately 1,000 people. They are all Polish, and they are intending to make a train journey back to Poland. It's a long train journey, around about 700 miles that has to be traveled. And the train that is going to carry them rolls into the station. The people who are gathered there don't know what to expect, and certainly they haven't expected the carriages that are to take them back on the train, because they're not carriages for passengers, they are cattle cars. Inside the cattle car is a hole right in the middle, and that hole is the toilet for that particular carriage, and the people are crammed into the carriage because it's around about 14 cattle cars long, and 70 odd people are pushed into each of these cars. And when they have been stuffed inside there, the doors are slammed shut from the outside so that the people cannot escape. And there is no question that there's a lot of fear. Are they indeed going back to Poland? Maybe after all they're going to be sent to Siberia. They don't know. And the train slowly starts to steam out of the station. And although it's got a very long way to go, it doesn't go very far before it stops, and the doors are opened, and there are armed men waiting outside the carriage, and the people are torn from inside the carriage, and they're searched by the men who are armed and waiting for them, and any valuables that they have are stripped from them. A couple of men argue that this shouldn't be happening to them, and they are immediately shot, and the people on the train experience even more fear. Right in the corner of the carriage is the woman and her 2 little boys, and they don't go outside the carriage to be searched. They stay in there. And when the guards come to search them, the one little boy starts to shout and scream and put up a tremendous act of being upset and difficult, to the extent that the guards leave the woman and her other son alone. Everybody else, excepting the 2 people who've been shot, are pushed back into the carriage, and the journey continues very slowly. And these terrifying stops that the train makes, where people are searched and questioned and their papers are examined, continue for 12 long days until they get to that station, Bialystok, and until the 2 little boys meet the father that they have forgotten.